My name is Amanda Griffiths, and I'm running for Vice Chair of the Libertarian National Committee. Over the past year, hundreds of you have joined me in helping to build LP Alliance, one of the Libertarian Party's most successful ever movements to enrich our discourse, empower our members, and expand our party's reach. And that hasn't come from the top down. It's come from within and between each of us to create something that's beyond any one of us. A distributed, dynamic, and multidimensional model for movement success. We started with a simple slogan, from vision to victory. Thanks to everyone who's ever been a part of or interacted with any of the Alliance's efforts in any way, we've taken from vision to victory, from rhetoric to reality. My work as Vice Chair is to scale that vision and that victory nationally, and with the help of our fellows in the newly reconstituted Libertarian International, worldwide. But the crux of that work always comes back to you, the individual member, and your community, whether a state chapter or local affiliate, having the power and the resources that you need to advance causes, advocate for libertarian leadership in all its forms, and agitate for bold socio-political change without compromise. I'll be with you, and I'll make sure your party is too. Of course, I'm not just running to represent LP Alliance. LP Alliance represents what different facets of our party and our movement can build when we put our tools and our skills to work around a common iterative blueprint. To that end, I'm running to restructure and revitalize the Libertarian Party by making it the driving force for the change that we know our country needs now. Let's be real. When it comes to the duopolistic totalitarianism that we see proliferating every level of politics and society, from the glut of the surveillance state to the corporatization of commerce, to the militarization of the police, to the systemic disenfranchisement of greater and greater numbers, including us, minor party members, there's no going back. The weapons of statism that we see wielded and sharpened daily are not being retired with the end of the present regime. The regime of the state is so much greater than any one presidency and so much more insidious, and it will not end until we begin doing things differently as a party and as a movement. And because there's no going back, my work is not about taking the party back. Our work is about all of us moving our party and our movement forward. As Vice Chair, I'm dedicating myself to galvanizing that momentum across three core dimensions: member empowerment, movement cohesion, and international solidarity. Member empowerment means making the Libertarian Party a high agency party. It means changes to our bylaws, policy manual, and ways of interfacing that democratize decision-making while rewarding the merit of good ideas and strong effort. Some of you are already discussing these changes with me, and our conversations are just getting started. Whether it's fighting for member-based officer recall provisions and direct democracy referendum-style voting, building out activist and candidate toolkits and training, strategizing about how to put together a public-facing speakers bureau, or working with our tech team to build out an app that lets you organize and connect to events and initiatives in your area based on your talents and interests, I have plans to make sure that your plans and passions have the support to be mobilized into action at scale and celebrated at scale when and where they are. Member empowerment also means seeing to it that members have opportunities to act locally and nationally. Distributed does not mean disconnected. It's the opposite. We must remember that organizing begins at home, but it can't stay there. We must also remember that now is not the moment to focus solely on reacting to national headlines without remembering, without fail, tyranny trickles down. Liberty scales up, from the individual to the national level and beyond it. Movement cohesion means working with our communications teams and others to coordinate bold, fiercely principled messaging and media engagement. It means making, shaping, and changing the news, not just responding to it. It means arranging speaking tours, town halls, and other fora that bring libertarian ideas and action to disparate audiences. It means helping states and members execute campaigns and achieve change without hindering them, whether through intrusion or neglect, acknowledging that national and state have overlapping functions at two scales, and that liberty doesn't stop at another state, nation, or group's borders. It also means single-issue coalition building, especially with other minor parties. The Libertarian Party is for libertarians, and libertarianism is for everyone. Movement coalition and movement cohesion means recognizing this, directing our action and messaging outward while insisting on clarity and consistency in our principles internally. International solidarity means taking seriously our role as a member state and, as of this year, host country of the Libertarian International. It's been an extreme privilege to have played a role in the reconstitution of the International this past summer, and I'm excited to continue working closely with our libertarian counterparts around the globe as we fight, truly, for a world set free in our lifetime. Leadership is not something that any officer in this party receives or holds alone. It's something people create, enrich, and exercise between themselves when they realize their individuality in service of a common cause. The work of the officer is to create the optimal conditions for that leadership to be forged by and flourish through all of us together. Your involvement is the lifeblood of this party. The work of our party's institutions is fundamentally to get and keep that blood flowing. We are all stewards of the cause of liberty, and we all deserve and demand an apparatus that facilitates that stewardship. My work is creating that on the level of the party so that we can all fight for that on the level of the country. This coming Tuesday, December 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be on an LP Alliance Solidarity stream to discuss my candidacy in greater depth, and I look forward to seeing you all there. I also look forward to our conversations over the coming months, and even more to the meaning we're all going to bring to this party and our principles. Our movement is in our hands. Its victory is within our reach. Let's take this party forward.